Well, there's a lot of crappy movies out there, and it's my patriotic duty to protect you from them. And today on CJ at the Movies, I, Christopher Zweig, will tell you the worst movies I saw in 2025. Let's take a look. At number 10 on my list is Flight Risk, Mel Gibson's latest directing job that wastes such big talents as Mark Wahlberg, Michelle Dockery, and Topher Grace in an airplane action movie that's just as fun as a layover. Number 9, Him, a football horror movie that goes all shining on us by assuming freaky and twisted characters are required in the genre, when in reality, the real horrors of the sport regard concussions and more recently a stabbing. There are no touchdowns here, just idiocy and confusion. Number 8, The Pickup, yet another Eddie Murphy comedy bomb. This time he has Pete Davidson as his dopey sidekick and Keke Palmer as the thief who holds these two at gunpoint and orders them to help her pull off a heist of revenge. Things get even stupider when Davidson had a one-night stand with Palmer, Murphy's wife has to track him down when he has to miss their wedding anniversary, and when Palmer leaves her two goons for dead. And so he's mad at her, she's mad at him, and they're mad at her, and I'm mad at everybody here. Number 7, James L. Brooks' latest entry, Ella McKay, which wants to be like a Frank Capra classic, but ends up talking so much that we end up losing interest in the main heroine's story, which regards politics, whiny husbands, and unfaithful fathers. Study closely at the director's earlier films like Broadcast News, Terms of Endearment, and As Good as It Gets, and you know those are Brooks' films. Number 6, Guy Ritchie's Fountain of Youth, an adventure movie that almost makes me want to apologize to the sidekicks of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Well, almost. John Krasinski and Natalie Portman play two estranged siblings, one more annoying than the other, who are looking for the sacred Fountain of Youth. Funny, I thought they were looking for El Dorado, but I guess Paddington beat them to it. Number 5, the latest failed attempt to turn the Smurfs into movie stars, and I emphasize the word movie stars. Now, I sound a lot more like a Smurf than Rihanna, who is overly promoted and miscast as the voice of Smurfette. Can't these three apples high blue creatures take the Smurfing hint that they shouldn't quit their day jobs? My bottom 4 titles are aimed for teens and adults, but they might as well be labeled children's films too if that's how their characters are going to behave. For example, my number 4 choice, Regretting You, has Allison Williams and McKenna Grace playing a mother and daughter who go through their pathos like bickering sisters. Number 3, Love Hurts, with Oscar winner Ke Huy Quan playing a former assassin with one of the most hateful sidekicks played by another Oscar winner, Ariana DeBose. And I got a Facebook comment from a parent whose kids enjoyed my number 2 choice, The Electric State, and considers it to be children's entertainment. It makes sense considering to them, these robots look like $300 million well spent, but to the rest of us, grocery store rides are more remarkable than them. But since I chose to skip the new War of the Worlds movie, my number 1 choice is Hurry Up Tomorrow. It's Trey Edward Schultz's depressing and overexploited cover version of The Weeknd's album of the same name, in which he plays an insomniac and cynical version of himself dealing with the results of bad choices. And one of them has to do with a romantic fling with a crazy fan played by Jenna Ortega, who seems like an irritating cross between the Sandra Bernhard wacko in The King of Comedy and the Kathy Bates villain in Misery. She says she wants to help him with his problems, but I'm pretty sure that tying him to a bed, making him listen to his own music, killing his manager Barry Cogan, pouring gasoline all over him, and threatening to burn him alive wouldn't even help out De Niro's character and analyze this. I think this girl would have been better off dating Johnson Wen. Well, those are the worst movies I saw this year. I'm Christopher Zweig. Stay safe, and I'll see you at the movies.